Good evening. Welcome, everyone. We're a talkative crew tonight. It's time for our 62nd annual Joint Water Convention Banquet. So welcome. Make sure you've got your final bids in on our silent auction items and buy your grand prize tickets and your 50/50 tickets. Let's give a round of applause to the many organizations and businesses who sponsored the silent auction items. The proceeds from this, the grand prize and the 50/50 tickets, all go to the North Dakota Water Education Foundation's Dushinsky-Jameson Scholarship Fund. We will announce those winners right before the scholarship winners read their essays. So now is your chance to get your last bids in, so remember to do so. We have an exciting evening planned, honoring water leaders in our state. I'm honored to be your master of ceremonies this evening to recognize these amazing people. Just a quick note, if you'd like a cup of coffee, let one of the hotel staff know and they'll bring it to your table. So I'd like to start our evening with a short prayer. So let us pray. The water that you have called into being is at the heart of all our lives. We are ever mindful of the many ways water affects our lives and how critical this gift is. Let us give thanks for waters and for the life and growth that it supports. Bless the water, bless this food and the hands that have prepared it, and bless the friends who have assembled here to honor those who have dedicated their skills, talent, and leadership in service to their communities and to the state. Amen. And we will, I'll let you get started with your dinner, with your salads, and in a few minutes we'll have the Strolling Strings come up and join us for some entertainment. Thank you.
Day, I only find it slips away to gray. The hours they bring me pain. Tangerine, living reflections from a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be, does she still remember times like these? To think of us again. And I do.
about the shape I'm in. I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answers that you want me to. Now when I talked to God, I knew he'd understand. He said, sit by me and I'll be your guiding hand. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me
Slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. I go through the revolution, feed the babies who don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on their feet. House the people living in the street. Oh, there's a solution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Right through the revolution. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly through the revolution.
If I could have everyone's attention, please. We do have tonight, and we're honored to have with us the Strolling Strings to provide us some music. So if you can keep your dinner conversations to a polite volume so the musicians can hear each other throughout their performance, that'd be great. So with that, please help me welcome the Strolling Strings.
Our next piece we're going to play for you is some audience participation. Our strollers are going to find a volunteer, and you get to be part of our strolling strings group tonight. I promise they're highly trained. Strollers, find a volunteer. This one is Tuna Rumble. We have a couple more pieces for you tonight. Not only can our strollers play one instrument, help you play an instrument, but they can also play two instruments at once. Thank you for being a great audience. Have a safe and happy holiday.
One more time, let's give a big round of applause for the Strolling Strings. All right, so we'll get started. You have time for a last bid, so I'm going to ask you to go back and check out the silent auction items, see if you've won or if you need to up your bid. So I'll give you about 5 minutes to do that, and then we'll get going. So we'll do that, have 5 minutes, and then we'll announce those winners as well as our 50-50 and our scholarship winners as well. Thank you.
Spirit I drink. I'll be free in the morning light, 'cause your touch is the medicine of life. There's a dance to the beat, let's shake. Every move till my body awake. There's a sound, you and me are one, and the whole is the rhythm I'll drum. Is your soul in the desert? Are your dreams in the sand? Can't dance with the devil till he's off your back.
All right. Well, it's time to start our silent auction winner announcements and the scholarship awards portion of the evening. The North Dakota Water Education Foundation established the Dushinsky-Jameson Water Resource Scholarship Endowment Fund in honor of Russell Dushinsky and Warren Jameson's distinguished service, dedication to leadership, and lifelong devotion to the water development in the state of North Dakota. Here to announce our silent auction and 50-50 winners, as well as this year's scholarship winners, is Mr. Dennis Reap. So, Dennis.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Mary. Totally my pleasure to be here tonight. Special thanks to the organizations and businesses who sponsored the silent auction items. We're going to now announce the winner of the silent auction items. If you are the highest bidder, your item will be with our group out in the registration desk, and I think hopefully most of you know where that is. If not, you can certainly ask somebody. You can pick it up and pay for it there. That's an important part of that process. So with that, we're going to start first with our 50-50 winner. Is that right, Danny? And so the young lady that's running up here, her name is Julie Ellingson. Okay, have you got your red tickets out? Have you bought tickets? And the number is 830-3433. 830-3433. Do we have a winner? How much was a pot? Jeff Frith. So Jeff, go see Miranda in the coat room to get your 50%. 3433. So go see Miranda in the coat room and you can get your 50%. The second prize we are awarding today is the grand prize winner for the rifle. Is that right? And so what are we doing here? Just announce it, right? Okay, so if you have a card with the back is a Saturday night evening postcard, everybody stand up. Everybody that has cards, stand up. You see that? Okay, so if you have a Saturday evening post card, you can remain standing. If you don't, please sit down. Okay, so if your card face is black, please remain standing. If not, please sit down. Okay. If your card is a spade, please remain standing. Otherwise, please sit down. So we got how many? 4 of you? Okay, so if your card is less than 7, please remain standing. Otherwise, please sit down. Dwayne and Gerald? Annika. Okay, so if your card is an even number, please remain standing. Otherwise, please sit down. Is Kenny still standing? Okay, so if your card is a 6 of spades, Gerald? Did I do that wrong? Wade Bachmeyer. I didn't see you over there, Wade. Congratulations. Okay, and now we will get into the silent auction winners. And so the first one up is the donated by Ellington Companies, the branded cooler, golf speaker, golf balls, and random swag. The winner is Ann Vallon. Ann Vallon. So if she's not here, we'll get that. Oh, Julie will bring this out to you. Okay, the next item is a kickback rocker donated by Houston Engineering, and the winner is the young Miss Danny Quizzle. The next item is a comfy cozy gift basket donated by the Bismarck Mandans CVB, Convention Visitors Bureau. And the winner is Mike Dwyer. So I'm sure Mike's not here, but get that to him. The next item is a Samora kit donated by Houston Engineering, and the winner is Danny Quissel. Should I be announcing? Next item is a Lego 3-in-1 Serengeti set donated by Dwyer Law Office. The winner is James Oderman. Okay, the next item is also a Lego City set, donated also by Dwyer Law Office, and the winner is Robert Thompson. Okay, now we have a Yeti cooler donated by AE2S, and the winner is Jack Dwyer. We have a lighted Christmas garland donated by Costco, and the winner is Shauna Schneider. We have a hooded sweatshirt, t-shirt, cap, and mug donated by Hoffman Irrigation, and the winner is Dwayne Erlacher. We have a Bog beach bag pickleball set, stainless water bottles, cap, koozie, cards, and pizza cutter, donated by First Western Bank and Trust, and the winner is James Todd. Okay, we have a, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but Zuru Ultimate Shootout Pack. Did I say that right? Donated by Runnings, and the winner is Mike Dwyer. Okay, next item is a Medora package, 1 night at the Badlands Motel, 2 musical tickets, 2 Pitchfork Steak Fondue tickets, donated by Southwest Water Authority. And the winner is Dwayne Erlacher. Okay, we have a Native American handmade craft donated by Bar Engineering, and the winner is Jen Murray. Okay, we have a koozie backpack cooler with wine, opener, and 2 tumblers donated by Apex Engineering Group, and the winner is Greg Lang. Now we have a woodland resort, 2 nights lodging and 2 days ice fishing for 2 guests, donated by the Devils Lake Basin Joint Water Resource Board, and the winner is Graydon Olson. Okay, we have a RTIC cooler donated by Moore Engineering, and the winner is Cliff Hanratty. Okay, we have a Hess fire truck donated by the Hess Corporation, and the winner is Judy Hansen. Okay, we have straight bourbon whiskey donated by West River Whiskey Company in Deadwood, South Dakota, and the winner is Therese Anderson. We have a Whiskey Pig whiskey smoker set donated by Dwyer Law Office, and the winner is also Therese Anderson. We have a Jack Daniels single barrel select basket donated by West River Whiskey Company, Deadwood, South Dakota, and the winner is Therese Anderson. Noticing a pattern here, Therese. We have a Grinch cookie jar, a Purolene dark chocolate, donated by Costco, and the winner is Jen Murray. We have a snowed-in gift packet, Winter Puzzles, board game, hot chocolate, and movies, donated by HDR, and the winner is Mark Beggar. We have a $200 Shields gift card donated by Ackerman Estvold, and the winner is Mike Dwyer. We have a RTIC cooler, 6-pack of new Glarus Brewing Company Spotted Cow Ales, Whiskey Caramel Popcorn, Beef Sticks, Dots Pretzels, Go for Bluetooth, donated by the North Dakota Rural Water Systems Association, and the winner is Robin Persley. We have a Yukon backpack cooler and Shields t-shirt plus cap, donated by Shields, and the winner is Jack Dwyer. We have a Mesa Solo Stove and accessories donated by Bartlett and West, and the winner is Jack Dwyer. We have a farm set donated by Runnings, and the winner is Mike Dwyer. And the last one is a Cows and Company gift card donated by the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District, and the winner is Danny Quissel. So thank you for everyone, for every person and companies that made that contribution to our scholarship fund. That helps fund our scholarships. And speaking of which, we're going to move on to our scholarship winners. North Dakota Water Education Foundation has awarded the 2025 Dushinsky Jameson Water Resource Scholarships to Kylie Hoffman of Medina, Madison Hoffman of Medina, and yes, they are related, Ryan Landenberger of Bismarck, and Carson Wyant of Dickinson. The essays written by Kylie, Madison, Ryan, and Carson address the topic of your most vivid memory concerning water. Tonight we're honored to have 2 of the scholarship recipients here with us, and one as a video presentation. Madison was unfortunately unable to attend tonight. I'll now ask each of the scholarship winners to come up and read their essays. Kylie, we'll start with you, and while you're up here, I'll read your bio. So Kylie Hoffman is a graduate of Medina High School, will attend Bismarck State College to pursue a degree in physical therapy. She hopes to transfer to UND and receive her doctorate. PT is physical therapy is something she is very familiar with. That was good. That was good. That was a good intro. She is the daughter of Bonnie and Jacob Hoffman. Please welcome Kylie.
In 2020, one of the most vivid memories of my life occurred when the roads around our house flooded. At the time, it was a huge inconvenience, but looking back, it became a defining moment that showed me how a township can come together and solve problems and adapt to unexpected challenges. The flood wasn't just an event, but it was a catalyst for change, and it left me with a deeper understanding of both power and necessity of good water management. The flooding started after a wet fall and a heavy snowfall that winter. The roads surrounding our house were quickly submerged underwater, turning them into impassable rivers. It was frustrating at first, but fortunately our home and property weren't damaged. The real trouble began with travel. The usual routes became impossible to navigate. The water sat there for months, and what once was a simple drive became a complicated journey. We got creative with our transportation. My dad would hop in the side-by-side and drive it through the field across a little creek just to get to our car. The ground was soft and muddy, and every day felt like an adventure. Even to catch the bus, we had to make some drastic adjustments. My dad would take us in the side-by-side through the field and across the flooded roads just to get to the bus. It was a daily reminder of how much the landscape has changed. Eventually, we had to take a completely different route into town. What used to be a simple 10-minute drive turned into a 30-minute trek, winding through back roads and detours just to avoid the flooded areas. The inconvenience became a constant presence in our daily lives. But it was also a reminder of how much we relied on water, both for our survival and for, in this case, our struggles. But through the frustration, our township was quick to act. They applied for FEMA grants to help fix the roads and improve the drainage systems. The repairs were long, taking nearly a year to complete. But watching the progress unfold was inspiring. People in our township tore up the damaged roads and installed new culverts, working tirelessly to improve the drainage system. They even rerouted the water in some areas to avoid lying in low-lying spots. It was impressive to see how much planning went for this would never happen again. What really stood out to me during this time was the way our township pulled together. Instead of letting the flood disrupt our daily lives, everyone came together and turned it into an opportunity to improve the infrastructure. It wasn't easy, and the roads were torn up for a while, but it was clear that this effort made a big difference for the future. This experience taught me more than just the importance of water management. It taught me about resilience, problem solving, and the value of being proactive in the face of challenges. The flooding, though it was a temporary inconvenience, opened my eyes to see how critical it was to plan for the unexpected. Water can be an unpredictable and powerful force, but with the right infrastructure and foresight, we can harness it and protect our communities and not let it disrupt our lives. In the end, the roads were repaired and the drainage systems were improved, making the area more resilient to future storms. We had gone from dealing with a major inconvenience to having a stronger and safer system in place. Looking back, I'm grateful to see how our township came together to solve the problem. What began as an inconvenience became a great opportunity to improve the infrastructure and better prepare for whatever may come next. The flood of 2020 wasn't the disaster it might seem at first. It was a turning point for our township where the challenges we faced led to positive changes. And for me personally, it was a reminder that when the unexpected obstacles arise, we can come together and face them head on and turn them into opportunities of growth.
Thank you, Kylie. Next up is Carson. As Carson comes up, I'll read his bio. Carson Wyant is a graduate of South Hart Public School and is currently attending Bismarck State College to study an electrical lineman program. Carson looks forward to his hands-on career as a lineman, an essential role through which he can support and serve his community. He is the son of Amy and Jamie Wyant. Please welcome Carson.
Sunday dinner at my grandparents' house has always been a time for stories, but I never expected one conversation to reshape my perspective on water completely. That evening, as we discussed my college plans and scholarship opportunities, I shared my essay topic for the Dunstan-Jameson Scholarship, A Vivid Water Memory. At first, I spoke about my own experiences, swimming with the Dickinson Dolphin swim team and fishing at Lake Sakakawea. These were moments I cherished, but as my grandfather, Clifford, began to speak, I realized that my most vivid water memory was unfolding right before me. My grandpa took me back to his childhood on a dairy farm in Gladstone, North Dakota. Unlike the abundant, reliable water I had always known, his family had none. He then told me about my great-grandmother's struggles in the 1930s when she carried 5-gallon buckets of water from a creek 500 feet away because it was their only source. This daily chore, rain or shine, continued until 1972 when they finally drilled a well. But even then, the water came with its own struggles. High levels of chemical rust stained everything it touched and made it barely usable. For over 2 decades, my grandparents faced impossible choices, bathing after a long day of work or saving water for the dairy cattle that provided their childhood. Water was not just a necessity, it was a constant source of stress, shaping every decision they made. Then everything changed. On March 10, 1992, my grandparents signed a contract with Southwest Water Authority, paying $312.50 for a single water meter. It was a moment of hope, one that had been years in the making. Finally, they would have access to clean, reliable water. Nearly 4 years later, on January 4, 1996, they received their first water bill, $16.99. That piece of paper wasn't just a bill, it was proof that life on the farm had changed forever. 2 moments from this transformation stand out vividly. The first was tearing down an old rock house, a structure built through sheer determination over a century ago. As the stones came down, my grandfather reflected on those who had built it, could have ever imagined water flowing from the mountains of Montana to this very land. The second was the overwhelming relief that came with having enough water, always. No longer did my grandparents have to decide between chores and comfort. The simple act of taking an evening bath was no longer a luxury, and the worrying of running out of water was gone. That Sunday dinner conversation gave me a new, vivid water memory. It was no longer about swimming or fishing, but about the resilience, sacrifice, and life-changing impact of something many take for granted. My grandfather's story deepened my appreciation for the clean, abundant water I have today. His past struggles became my newfound perspective, one I will carry with me far beyond this essay.
Thank you, Carson. Next up is Ryan Landenberger. Ryan could not be here tonight. I'm sure he's studying, James, right? But he did send in a video of his presentation. I'll read through his bio and then we'll watch a video. So Ryan Landenberger, graduate of Century High School in Bismarck, is attending North Dakota State University to major in civil engineering. With aspirations of becoming a civil engineer and hopefully working for HDR, I think some point in the future, Ryan is committed to improving infrastructure and enhancing quality of life in his home community. He is the son of Beth and James Landenberger. So if we could watch Ryan's video.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Landenberger. I am a sophomore in civil engineering at NDSU, and I'm originally from Bismarck. And I wanted to apologize for not being able to make it to the banquet tonight to read my essay in person due to weather concerns. And I also wanted to give a sincere thanks to the Dushinsky and Jamison Scholarship Foundation for giving me this awesome opportunity. I'm extremely grateful. And I will now read my essay. Growing up in Bismarck, North Dakota, I was very fortunate to learn the many benefits that water provides us. Whether it's the water we drink, water for industry, or water we can use for recreational use, it certainly shapes the way we live and interact with the world around us. From an early age, I learned that water is more than just a precious resource. It's also an undeniable force of nature that needs to be managed and regulated. But my most memorable and impactful experience regarding water is definitely the bipolar nature of the Missouri River. Every summer, my family and I take our boat out on the Missouri River to enjoy the beautiful weather and scenery. During these outings, my father, who serves on the Burleigh County Water Resource District Board, usually takes the opportunity to teach me about the river. He frequently points out the different pieces of infrastructure, such as water intakes and treatment plants, that are abundant up and down the river. He is constantly reminding me of the importance of the Missouri River for our local community and for a lot of others as well. The Missouri River, the longest river in the United States, provides several industrial benefits such as power generation, irrigation, and water supply. But while the river supports so much life and industry, it can also bring immense destruction when nature strikes and its power is not able to be mitigated properly. I learned this firsthand in the spring and summer of 2011 when Montana and Wyoming experienced record-breaking snowfall and rainfall. This surplus in water filled the system's reservoirs to capacity and resulted in dramatic flooding of the Missouri River in North Dakota, resulting in devastation across several communities, including Bismarck. I can still vividly recall those days as a 5-year-old. I joined my parents to help fill and place sandbags throughout neighborhoods in an attempt to hopefully mitigate some of the damage. I saw families evacuate, homes submerged, and the entire stretches of land damaged. The flood caused hundreds of millions of dollars in damage, and more than a decade later, some areas are still in recovery. This experience opened my eyes to the raw power of water and how important it is to have the knowledge, planning, and infrastructure needed to manage it properly. From that young age, I realized just how impactful water can be when not properly regulated or managed. The river does not just provide its benefits, but it also challenges us to innovate and adapt to its ever-changing nature and conditions. That's why I believe it is crucial that we continue to learn from the past events like the 2011 flood so we can develop better strategies, design better systems, and take better precautions in the future. The Missouri River offers its communities several recreation opportunities, supports its community's infrastructure, and serves as a constant reminder of both the beauty and danger it holds. The river has shaped not just my childhood memories, but also my good goals for the future. Part of the reason I wanted to become a civil engineer in the first place was because I wanted to better understand the Missouri River. I hope to collaborate with others to create solutions that allow us to safely reap the benefits of water while minimizing its risks. Overall, living alongside the Missouri River has taught me more than just how to have fun on the water. It has taught me that an important balance is needed when dealing with a valuable resource and a potential destructive force of nature. We are very fortunate as citizens of North Dakota to have such a reliable and abundant water resource. However, if we are not careful and strategic when dealing with it, it can be wasted or cause us more harm than good. And I just want to give one more big thanks to the Dushinsky and Jamison Scholarship Foundation, and I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Our other scholarship winner is Madison Hoffman. Unfortunately, she was unable to attend. I will read her bio, and yes, she is a sister of our other winner, Kylie Hoffman. Madison Hoffman, a graduate of Medina High School, will attend Bismarck State College to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Currently working at an assisted living facility, Madison aims to continue her education with the goal of earning a master's degree in nursing. She is the daughter of Bonnie and Jacob Hoffman. So please congratulate Madison for us. So congratulations again to all of our scholarship winners. I'm totally impressed with our young people that we have here with us tonight and in general. So with that, I will ask Mary to come back up and proceed with the awards ceremony.
Don't you love our live wire guys? Aren't they doing great? Let's give them a round of applause. They even played Rush for me this afternoon, so I think they're awesome. Again, congratulations to our scholarship winners. We're going to move on to our awards this evening. And if your name's called for as an award winner, please make your way to the front of the stage to receive your award and make a few remarks. And I will introduce the presenters for each of our awards this evening. So first, I'd like to welcome up Steve Hansen. Steve would come up, he will present the North Dakota Irrigation Association Excellence in Irrigation Award. Steve.
Thanks, Mary. The Irrigation Excellence Award is given by the North Dakota Irrigation Association for leadership and outstanding service and advancement in the irrigation industry. This year we have 2 winners. First, Lauren DeWitz. Lauren DeWitz grew up on a farm near Tappan, North Dakota. He purchased his own farm in Kidder County in 1969 and developed the first center pivot irrigation in 1970. Lauren served as a representative of the North Dakota legislature from 91 to 96. He has been actively involved in water in the state since he started farming, serving in various leadership positions for the North Dakota Irrigation Association, North Dakota Board of Water Well Contractors, North Dakota Board of Well Drillers, North Dakota Water Coalition, and Kidder County Irrigation Association. He also worked as an assessor for the Central Dakota Irrigation District, working with members to establish and finance irrigation projects. Lauren and his late wife Judy were married 54 years and have 2 children and 9 grandchildren. Lauren?
I should have read the program, I guess. I don't know what to say. One of the things I got to say is it just amazes me every year. When we first started irrigating our first crop, we grew 65 bushel corn. And we had a neighbor said, "You better enjoy it. It'll never get better than that." And the next generations that are farming the land now are doing way better, 3 times that. So it's been a lot of fun and a lot of hard work, but I really do appreciate this. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Our second award winner is Jerry Shack. Jerry Shack grew up in Sykeston, North Dakota. After graduating from North Dakota State University with a degree in agricultural engineering, Shack served in the U.S. Air Force. He started his career with the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation in 1962, working on the drainage of reclamation irrigated lands in the upper Missouri region, including the Garrison Project. He retired from reclamation in 1989 and became a district engineer for the Garrison Diversion Conservancy District in 93, and later worked with the North Dakota Irrigation Association. After retiring from the Irrigation Association, Jerry joined the association board where he still provides his expertise and passion for growing the irrigation industry. Jerry Shack.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Irrigation, water, I worked in for many, many years, and it's very dear to my heart. So I appreciate this award very much. And it's very nice to meet all the people out there that I know and I worked with. So thanks. Good night.
All right. The Riverman Award was given to Governor Armstrong this afternoon at our opening luncheon. The Riverman Award is given out by the Missouri River Joint Water Board to an individual or an organization in appreciation for a lifetime of leadership, resource management, and water development of the Missouri River Corridor. So with that, next up will be we have Kevin Vietz with Upper Cheyenne River Joint Water Resource Board for the Oarsman Award. Come on up, Kevin.
Good evening, everyone. Last year, I had the privilege, if we want to call it that, they broke me in. The guy that was given the Oarsman Award out last year had to leave to go home. And he goes, well, you're up next year for president. He goes, practice up. So this year, the Upper Joint Board of Cheyenne was responsible again for the Oarsman Award. And we chose Stephen C. Krentz. So now I know your middle initial, Steve. He is a retired, just recently in May, a supervisory fish biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, based in Bismarck, North Dakota. With more than 3 decades of experience in fisheries biology and river ecosystem management, Krentz dedicated his career to the conservation and recovery of native and endangered fish species across the Great Plains and Upper Missouri River Basin. He led and contributed to numerous federal and state collaborative research projects addressing habitat degradation, river regulation, and biology monitoring within the Missouri, Cheyenne, Red, and Yellowstone River systems. Krentz also served as the coordinator for the Great Plains Fish Habitat Partnership. He is widely regarded as a regional expert on fish ecology and habitat management. Krentz continues to serve as a scientific advisor and interagency liaison for aquatic habitat conservation in the Great Plains, helping bridge research policies and hands-on habitat restoration to sustain native fisheries and river health for future generations. And I have to add one thing. Whoever wrote this up did a good job, but I have to read just one more sentence. Steve also was instrumental in supporting the Upper Cheyenne River Watershed Pilot Project to improve river connectivity and corresponding fish habitat. The reason I had to bring that up, that pilot project was important, and we had to work with something that the state legislature did. And Steve, you did a good job, along with many other ones. So we'll present this award to you if you'd come forward. I know we're supposed to limit things, but there's one little story I have to tell about Steve before he tells his few words. The first meeting I ever went to, I'm from Sheridan County Water Resource District, and they suckered me into being on the water board, I'm just going to put it that way, locally. And so then they said, you got to start going to Carrington to this Upper Cheyenne. So I went over to the first meeting. And from Little Sheridan County, we have don't do a whole lot, at that time even less, but got over there and I started listening to this. And these guys are talking, it was like $1 million or some project, $1.5 million. And all these agencies were given money for this. And of course, hindsight, I'm telling you the story backwards, of course, all the work that went into this, I had no idea. Well, I do now. But anyway, there's money was coming from this, money was coming from here, money was coming from there, and I thought, wow, this is great. So I went home, and my dad was still living at the time, and I said, Dad, you'll never believe what happened today. Because the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service donated money to a farm program, and it was a big chunk of change. So anyway, and I found out that Steve is a very, how do you want to say, a common, good individual with common sense, and that's what we need.
Well, thanks, Kevin. I'll tell you what, I retired at the end of May, and it's been an extreme pleasure working with the Upper Cheyenne. And it's probably, I got to admit, one of the things I miss most is working with that group of individuals. It was fun to kind of find common points of interest. Obviously, as a fish biologist, water is pretty important for part of my work. And finding places where our fish needs and the county water board's needs kind of overlapped kind of made some magic, I think, in a lot of cases. So it was a lot of fun. But I really appreciate it, and this is an extreme honor. I thank you very much.
Okay, next up I'll ask Josh Irie to come up for the Red River Joint Water Resource District Board. Josh.
This year's winner of the Thompson Varnson Steamboat Award goes to Randy Jesvig. You know, you get to eastern North Dakota and, you know, the Red River Joint Board is primarily supposed to be about retention. And there isn't one bit of retention that has happened without the blessing and having Randy look over things over all these years. And he's certainly been inspirational to all of us, and he's helped us so many projects. And he's always been a lending ear for us to be able to call and ask questions about, and he's been very good at providing all the information for us at all the meetings. So certainly going to miss you, Randy, and this is a well-deserved award for you.
Well, I guess time flies when you're having fun. It seems like I just started a couple years ago. It's 1984. I was with the joint board. Robert Thompson is in the back of the room. He was the chair at that time. His name's on the award as well as Ben Varnson. I better call Ben tomorrow and talk to him about it as well. Even from the very beginning, you know, I was still working with, at that time it was the Water Commission, Department of Water Resources now. I moved to the Red River office, found right away that the board was very receptive to myself being down there, very helpful. I think over years we had a lot of fun, always something new, especially with Ben around. There's always something a little exciting that he'd come up with. Names have changed except for Robert and a few other ones, but I think we still maintain a good contact with the board down there. So, you know, it's been a blast. Always had something exciting, always a fun job to do. And I guess in the future, I will be looking on the sidelines as a joint board and all the other Red River related boards in the valley. I think Brian calls them the RR boards, as they continue to pursue detention and also rehab of old projects. I'll be watching from the sidelines, but Ping will be doing a great job in my position there. So I think the joint board's very happy to have her. Thank you very much.
Well, I guess next up, we'll have Danny and Jack up, right? Okay, we're doing our Water Wheel Awards, and Jack Dwyer with Water Resource Districts and Danny Quizzle from North Dakota Water Users will present our awards.
Okay, well, I always enjoy the opportunity to give water wheels away. So we're going to start alphabetically with Dwayne Ash. While Dwayne walks up here, I just wanted to share a couple stories about Dwayne. Dwayne was one of the first people I met when I started with the water group, and he was so welcoming with a big smile and a hug, and was so excited that we were in Devil's Lake to tour his area. And I just really want to thank him for his long service on the Water Users Board and the Water Resource District Association Board. So come on up, Dwayne.
You know, it's been a pleasure my whole life. I've always been, when I was young, it was water, and as I grew up, it was water. My career started out with the Bureau of Reclamation about a little after Jerry did, and I moved on, and finally I retired and started on the water boards, and I met a lot of good people, a lot of good help, and I just can't say enough. So thank you for the award. I really appreciate it, and thank you for everyone.
So our next award winner is David Glott. The water community in North Dakota has benefited from David Glott's service for more than 40 years. He served as the director of the North Dakota Department of Environmental Quality since 2019, and his leadership ensures that the drinking water and wastewater facilities throughout the state are planned, constructed, and operated with safeguards for both citizen health and environmental safety. So congratulations, David.
Well, thank you. It's with a lot of gratitude and humility in this. I look at these awards, and they're not individual awards. They're awards for the community of engineers, municipalities, contractors, operators, all those people that really make this association and North Dakota great. And it's because of the community that we work in, all the great people that are here, we end up with things like this. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Andrew Nygren. Andrew has been with the Department of Water Resources for more than 20 years. He currently serves as the director of the Water Appropriations Division, leading a team responsible for water right permitting, ground and surface water management, subsurface exploration, data management, and water resource investigations. Nygren has outstanding working knowledge of North Dakota's hydrology and water laws and has served as a mentor to many DWR employees during his tenure. Congratulations, Andrew.
I guess I'll keep this short and just say thank you, and I do appreciate this award. Most of you probably heard me speak, and it was quite long today, so that's why I'll keep it short. But thank you, appreciate it.
So our next award winner is Stacy Gussius, and Stacy wasn't able to be here tonight, but she did send me some remarks that she wanted me to make on her behalf. My regrets for not being able to join you this evening and accepting this distinguished award in person. As most of us know, few successes are achieved individually. Therefore, I would like to acknowledge the team who has stood behind me each and every year and performs well above par to make the top of the day Tee-Off Scholarship Golf Scramble a successful and welcoming event. My coworkers at Garrison Diversion, Kimberly Cook, John Odstrasill, Judy Elmaris, and Todd Ingerbritsen, and Vern Anderson, who have led a group of varied individuals, including our own Foster County Director, Steve Metzger, and his wife, Jane, all who have donated their time and expertise as master grill chefs and instrumental staff members from the North Dakota Water Education Foundation, including Julie Ellingson and Miranda Hoffert. Thank you all for making me look good. Julie Ellingson has worked with Stacy on this event throughout most of its existence, and she has requested that Julie accept this award on her behalf. So I'll have Julie come up and accept it. So next I will have Ken Royce come up.
Okay, well, I was pleased to be asked to make this award to Wade Bachmeyer, who is a very worthy recipient of this reward. I think anybody involved in water knows Wade and his history in water. And I will tell you, Wade comes from the land of giants, and I'm talking water giants. If you know Morton County Water, you know, at one time, Morton County Water Board had 2 people of a 5-member board. 2 of their members were Hall of Famers. Now, can any other county say that? And as we stand here today, they have a 5-member board, and 2 of their members now are Commodores. That's Jim Schmidt and Bruce Engelhardt. So, Wade, it really should be an Admiral Award because you're chairman of the board with 2 Commodores. And that's what Bruce has told me, that's what you should be getting. Wade has been on that board for 22 years, at least 22 years, probably a little more maybe. And I think almost all of those 22 years, probably 20 of those 22 years, he served as chairman of the board. And the Missouri West Water Board, the resource board, is a unique board because they not only handle water resources, like, most water resources boards handle the surface water issues. Wade's board manages the Missouri West Rural Water System, so he really is managing two almost completely separate efforts. Here we have a board managing Missouri West Rural Water plus the Missouri River, plus the Morton County water resource efforts. He's also, since about 2005 or 6, and I don't recall the year, but Wade might, has served as chairman, was it 05, Wade? Chairman of the joint board, the Missouri River Joint Water Board. And recently, the Missouri River Joint Water Board has made some big impacts across the state of North Dakota and across the entire northern region with their EAE program. I think if you've come to the conference today, you have been introduced to EAE, it's Educate, Advocate, and Engage on Missouri River issues. Wade has been recognized in the various states around North Dakota, as well as North Dakota, for his leadership. In fact, one of the presenters yesterday from the state of South Dakota called Wade out by name as being a leader, even in South Dakota issues involving Missouri River issues. So Wade, if you could make your way up here, I will say also that Wade is here with his wife Edie tonight. There he is. He and Edie are both real estate professionals. They own and operate Landmark Real Estate Services in Mandan, and congratulations, Wade.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, North Dakota water users. I'm honored and humbled, but I'm also honest. This doesn't belong to me. This belongs to the people that recruited me, trained me, mentored me, pushed me, pulled me, drugged me through this quagmire we call water. This award belongs to public servants, elected officials who help us make our dreams come true, our wild dreams come true. This award belongs to my fellow Missouri River Joint Water Board members who allow me to continue to serve as their chair, and to my local Morton County Water Resource District members who have to pull up the slack when I'm working on the Missouri River issues. But most of all, this award belongs to my wife, who has had the patience to put up with me for the last 20-some years when I've had another one of those damn water meetings to go to. Congratulate yourselves. Thank you.
Now I'll ask James Oderman to come up and award our last water wheel.
Thank you, Danny. It is indeed a privilege for me to introduce to you George Harold Gaugler. There's a story behind this, because as chairman of the Southwest Water Authority, I think I called Harold George for the first 6 months of his tenure on the board of directors there. Harold, you have been an inspiration to many of us on that board. In fact, I call him the Merrill Lynch of the Southwest Water Authority Board, because when Harold talks, people listen. He and his wife Jody live on a 100-year-old ranch in Grant County. In fact, a little bit of history there. He lives on the farm that his father Ray lived on, or the ranch. Over the hill, 1.5 miles, is his son and his new wife, Drew and Nikki, 1.5 miles away, and that happens to be the home of their grandparents, the grandparents for Harold. So he has been a leader in that county for many, many years, and I'd just like to shout out to his wife Jody and the members of the family who are here. There's Drew, there's Devin, there's Nikki, and there's their daughter, Dr. Erin Gaugler. She said, "Don't ask me to fix anything with you unless it has to do with grass." But Harold has been the president of the North Dakota Water Users Association for the past 2 years, and he liked the job so much that he has agreed to do it for the next 2 years. So Harold, thank you for your commitment, and we appreciate what you've done, and we ask that you continue to do the great work that you have done.
Well, the first thing I have to say is that after following Dwayne Ash up here and Wade Bachmeyer, this shouldn't say water wheel, it should say the paddle boat award, because I've done very little compared to what these guys that have been up here before me have done. And then I want to say that I'm getting even with Jim. I got a note on an email just a couple days ago, and this email said that, and it's from this philosopher named Jim Oderman. And he said, "We don't own this land. We just rent it from future generations." And the same goes for water. We don't own the water that we have. We take care of it for all of the people that come after us. And I thank God for the chance to fulfill that obligation. One of the things that I didn't do yesterday, and I know you've all had enough of me yesterday speaking up here, was to, and I ask you to join with me, to take a couple seconds to remember all of those people that aren't here today. A lot of the mentors that brought me into this world have passed on or are no longer able to come to these meetings. Some of them just left early today because of the weather. So join me in a couple seconds of silence. And then for the rest of you, thank you for your friendship, the chance to shake hands, catch up every day, catch up with what we've done in the last year. Thank you to my family, the board members that I serve with. I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas and drive safe getting home today.
And now I would ask Reese Haas from Department of Water Resources to come up and present the Commodore Award. So Reese, come on up.
The Commodore Award is given by the Governor of North Dakota to an individual who has provided outstanding leadership, dedication, and commitment to the development and management of North Dakota's water resources. This individual is commissioned as a Commodore in North Dakota's mythical Navy. I am honored to present this year's Commodore Award to my friend Dwayne DeCray. The Garrison Diversion Conservancy District has benefited from Dwayne DeCray's leadership for more than 10 years. As the general manager, DeCray oversees a staff of 31, reports directly to its 28-member board of directors, and balances an annual budget of over $200 million. He spent 10 sessions in the North Dakota legislature, the first as a senator from District 31, and the remaining 9 sessions as a representative from District 14, serving on the House Natural Resources Committee and the Judiciary Committee. DeCray previously was the Deputy Director of the North Dakota Game and Fish Department and served more than 35 years with the North Dakota National Guard. DeCray shares his expertise with several other water entities, including the Lake Agassiz Water Authority, the North Dakota Water Users Association, North Dakota Water Education Foundation, Upper Missouri Water Association, and the Groundwater Management Association. DeCray is also active in the Kiwanis Club, Federated Church Board, American Legion, and American Veterans Club. He and his wife Jan have 3 grown children. I've personally known Dwayne for more than 7 years, and throughout that time, he has been one of the most consistent voices pushing the Red River Valley Water Supply Project forward. For more than 6 decades, that project had sat in the shadow of federal delays, but Dwayne refused to let the vision fade. Because of his dedication, we are now finally seeing pipe being laid in the ground, and that is a true testament to his leadership. Please join me in congratulating Dwayne.
Well, thank you very much. I think I can think of some people I feel are probably more qualified, but from the bottom of my heart, I really thank you. A piece of this award and a big piece of this award goes to the tremendous staff that I inherited when I got to Garrison. And basically, all I did was get out of their way and let them carry the district forward. I also have to thank the Department of Water Resources, very professional and cooperative with us, helped Garrison a lot. And even though the Bureau was a little bit tough to work with when I first got the job, they have really kind of changed their stripes and have really been able to work with, easy to work with lately. So I really do thank you. I really appreciate this, and God bless all you. Good night.
Continue on. Well, congratulations to all our award recipients this evening. Everyone here has been recognized for the commitments you have made to water management in our state. We'd like all the award recipients to stay afterwards, come up here, and actually we'll go around the corner and we'll have your photos taken. So congratulations again, and don't forget you can't leave without a photo op. No. We'll let Danny talk for a minute, I suppose.
So Mary was trying to push us ahead of schedule a little bit. For those of you that don't know, the Water Users Association is part of the National Water Resources Association, which is a national organization that's dedicated to working collaboratively across the western United States for water projects. And so I'm going to ask Dwayne to come back up here and present an award on their behalf.
I have the pleasure tonight of presenting one more award. The National Water Resources Association presents a Distinguished Service Awards to members in recognition of significant contributions to our nation's water resources management and development. At the annual meeting this fall, Mary Massad was awarded the Distinguished Service Award. However, she wasn't able to be there to receive it in person. So Mary, please join me up here so we can recognize you with your award.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be recognized on a national scale from all the water folks throughout the country. I can honestly say I got my feet wet in water with Southwest Water Authority and the Southwest Pipeline Project, so thank you all for that and for putting up with me for decades now. So I'll continue to come around as long as you'll have me. It's thank you, and it's part of all of us, and together we make this legacy of water for future generations. So before we leave this evening, let's recognize our sponsors one last time. And we want to extend our thank yous to our water champions, A2S, Ackerman Asphalt, Houston Engineering, Inc., Moore Engineering, Inc., the North Dakota Department of Water Resources, Water Partners of Apex Engineering Group, Barr Engineering Company, Bartlett and West, Black and Veatch, Bismarck Mandan Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Devil's Lake Basin Joint Water Resource Board, Onstead Twitchell PC, and our water supporters include Chevron, HDR, North Dakota Insurance Reserve Fund, North Dakota Rural Water Systems Association, and Vogel Law Firm. Our friends of water include Ag Country Farm Credit Services and Farm Credit Services of Mandan, Karstensen Construction Group, Dakota Supply Group, Minnesota Valley Irrigation of Bismarck. As a reminder, we ask our award winners to stay for a photo op. And special thanks to the Bismarck Hotel and Conference Center and staff and our speakers and our sponsors. But last but by far means least, let us thank our staff again for North Dakota Water Users for putting on a conference that allows us to have a great time, learn a lot, and can enjoy a fellowship together. So thank you, Danny and crew. And with that, I would say have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you all for being here. Thank you, appreciate the evening, safe travels home.